Yes, everyone, it's your boy George. We are back with another video of mine. Hope you're all doing well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you know when our next drop. So, in today's video, we are breaking down Iraola's tactics from top to bottom from when he was at Bournemouth and what I personally believe he'll set up Liverpool in terms of personnel and some incoming transfers that have been linked with the club. So, there's a lot I've got to break down in this vid, but I'm going to try and simplify it as best as I can. But first, let's talk about the tactics. Before we get into the roles, I must explain Ariola's principles of play, which is direct vertical football, aggressive pressing, and utilizing wide overloads. This is going to be really important when talking about Liverpool's profiling in terms of getting a team right for next season, because under Klopp, they used this quote unquote heavy metal football that brought them a lot of success. They had the likes of Firmino, Mane, Salah leading the front line press, and then you had the midfield of Henderson, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, relentless, great off the ball, and it was just a really nice balance. And teams just didn't want to play against Liverpool. And then I get the same vibe when I watch Ariola's Bournemouth, especially the game against Man City. They didn't give up their principles just because it's a big name and they're playing second in the league. They still play their brand of football. They believe in the philosophy. They worked very hard off the ball and they were still attacking well. And they defended when they had to defend. With Arne Slot, you don't really get that vibe. Sometimes they give the bigger teams too much respect. I don't think Ariel is going to do that when it comes to Liverpool. As you can see, if they are pressing high, it will be in this sort of 4-4-1-1 type shape with your centre mids looking to win the ball very high. Um, One is more of a destroyer in the Adams role or Christie role. And then next to him would be the more box to box, but can occasionally drop and receive off the centre backs and progress play, which will suit Gravenberch a lot. Um, but this team is very offensive. They tend to go long quite a lot. So I don't expect the midfielders to get too much of the ball like certain teams, like for example, De Zerbi. They tend to play through the centre a lot. But the likes of Virgil van Dijk will be very important when it comes to progression. Then you obviously got the fullbacks. One's more conservative, the other one's more offensive. The two wingers, I say the left winger is more of a like he comes inside occasionally and then he hugs the touchline every now and then. With your right winger, that's more touchline type winger, stays out wide to receive the ball, 1v1, whatnot. Krupi, big fan of Krupi, love Krupi, man. He tends to attack the space, but he can link up play occasionally. I think you see it more when they're building out from the back. He tends to come short and help the team link play and whatnot. And then your striker's more of that versatile type striker that can not only link play, but, attack depth as well. So now that I've kind of briefly explained how they play in terms of their roles and their principles, let's see how this maybe unfolds with Liverpool's team. Just a quick heads up, this is a 4-2-3-1 narrow. I haven't spoke on anything to do with FIFA in this video, so my bad for all my FIFA heads out there. This is strictly just Liverpool real life tactics, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there quickly. Now, breaking down Liverpool, if Liverpool was to play this Areola system, I actually think Vert should play on the left and Sabasor should play in the centre. The reason why I say that is because I don't see McAllister working well in a Areola double pivot, because for me, when it comes to these defensive output, I don't think he's a bad presser, but when the press does get beat, his recovery pace is not ideal in this system. I think on the ball, he's perfect, but it's just off the ball for me. I'd worry about. Sabossoy needs to be in a team, but I think he needs to be more offensive in that camera. And then you get more of a destroyer that can free up Gravenberch to play more of that 8 box to box role that Scott plays, which I actually think is so perfect for this guy. So which means Verts would have to play somewhere. And like I was saying with the Bournemouth tactics, the left winger comes inside every now and then. I think that suits Verts, but he needs an overlap. Kirkers has already played with Iraola, so it makes sense to have Kirkers as the overlap. Verts comes inside. Diamande as your more touchline heavy winger. Um, then obviously it leaves the back line that I haven't really spoke about by Kirkers, Virgil van Dijk, spreading them through balls. It makes sense. Whether they get another centre back or not, I'm not a Liverpool fan, so I don't know who you guys have really been linked with. But I've seen Joel being linked a lot, so I'll put him in there. But Jaquette, I think that's how you say his name. He's a very good player and he probably suit that role. But for me personally, I'd sign another centre back. Bradley would suit the role really well because I actually think he's good defensively. He's a very well balanced fullback compared to a Frimpong. That's great going forward, but maybe not the best in this role or in this system that Iraola is trying to use. Alisson's a perfect keeper as well. So overall, you got the likes of Isaac as well. Ikatike, they're perfect strikers because they could do a bit of everything. So really and truly, if they can get a six, potentially a right back, centre back, the team's there, really, you know. Whether Ariola can transfer that philosophy against more low block teams, because most teams will want to sit deep against Liverpool with the quality they have. Also, another thing I didn't mention, McAllister could actually play as a 10. I think Szoboszlai is better attacking space, but I think as a playmaker, I think McAllister probably excels in that role. Szoboszlai is probably more chaos, shoots from any angle or whatnot. It's more output, more volume when it comes to shots and maybe goals. But overall, I think both of them guys could actually benefit the squad. You could potentially play McAllister in a DM role, but you could play him as a 10 as well. Verts could also play as a 10. Rio, I'm not sure what's going to happen with Rio, whether he plays on the right. It probably suits him playing on the right as that touchline winger, but for me, his best position is on the left. Let me guys know what you feel about it though, man, because obviously I don't watch Liverpool religiously. I just know how Areola plays, and this is just my little prediction, guys. So leave your ideas and whatnot in the comment section down below. Take care, everyone. Peace.